Hi, First Presbyterian. It's been exactly a week since I recorded one of these videos, and what a week it's been. I never would have imagined last week that we would have seen the events in our downtown that we have seen this week. You know, our congregation is a downtown congregation, and we've been connected to the life of this downtown for a long time. And in recent years, it's just been a thriving and bustling place. This week we saw protests that turned violent at night. We saw protesters using water bottles as weapons and even gunfire, and our police used tear gas canisters and riot gear to disperse crowds. There were some very painful moments in our life as a city this week. And there were also some beautiful moments. There were times, many times, when protesters came together peacefully to call for justice and for equity, to lift the name of George Floyd and others. There was a moment on Thursday that was repeated on Friday and will be repeated today on Saturday, where members of our community who were black and brown gathered to share their stories of what their life has been like and to bear witness to their pain and their suffering. I was at one on Thursday night, and the square was packed with a multiracial, multi-ethnic crowd. We were there to hear and to listen, and that was a beautiful moment. I'm grateful for our church family coming together along with Central Methodist and Trinity Episcopal and other clergy and church communities in our area to bear witness on Church Street on Thursday and then to walk downtown to City Hall. We called it Prayer in Action, and we were calling for peace with justice. So that was a powerful moment of witness and cooperation amongst the faith communities in Asheville. I'm very proud of that and proud of you for participating in it. I know many people in our congregation would have wanted to be there but couldn't because of COVID-19. Some of you have been in marches for decades and would have been there in a heartbeat, except for concerns about your health. And I know you were there in spirit, so thank you for that. This Sunday in worship, we're going to pick up some of these themes. It is Trinity Sunday, and believe it or not, the Trinity is not unrelated to the moment that we're in and to the pastoral needs of our world. And so on Sunday, we will get to bring those themes together. Also on Sunday in our Faith Formation Hour at 9:45, Megan and Julie have found a terrific video. It's called How to Deconstruct Racism, One Headline at a Time. It's a TED Talk that we're going to show and then do some discussion around. It's both thought-provoking and really funny, and I think you'll like it. It's a live class at 9:45. That link is available on our website and in our bulletin. Over 50 members of our church have agreed to take the 21-day challenge to learn more about racial equity, to do some of the hard work of self-reflection and education that will enable us to be better advocates, to take stands against racism and be active supporters of our brothers and sisters who are marching and protesting and calling for justice and equity. As my colleague at Central Methodist said this week, we talk a lot about God's shalom, God's wholeness and peace. And what that means is that we believe that none of God's children can be happy until all of God's children are happy. And so we work together, shoulder to shoulder, to create a world where all of us can flourish. That's what we're about. That's what we're doing right now, is taking a stand for a flourishing world and for our brothers and sisters who have been in pain for a very long time. So I'm grateful for your prayers, for your support, for the many emails that you've sent in support, and for showing up the way you have. You've been the church the past week in a very difficult time in our city's life, and I'm really, really grateful for that. As always, if I can help you in some way or any of our staff can, please let us know. Even as the world is tumultuous, often in times in our lives we continue to have concerns and pain, and I want you to feel free to reach out about that. Let us know how we can help you in the days and weeks ahead. May God's peace be with you. May you be an agent of God's peace in the world. Until we see one another again in some way soon, take good care.